Positive growth is the secret to your protagonist having a gripping character arc, but not always. Some protagonists should not have a positive character arc. There are three main character arc options, and we're going to discuss those today and then help you choose which one to use, when to use them, and give you some writing advice when you do use them.
What is character arc and why should you care? Character arc is the transformation that the character goes through over the course of the story. It's how they change, how they grow, or even how they go backwards because of the events of the story.
A positive character arc is the first of the three that you should consider. Now, this is probably the most well-known and widely used. In a positive character arc, the character learns and grows from their experiences, what happens in the story, and ultimately becomes a better version of themselves.
An example of a positive character arc is Han Solo from Star Wars. He's the favorite scruffy-looking, stuck-up space pirate. And the only thing he cares about is money. And
show me the money.
And throughout the story, he's constantly reminding the other characters, I'm only here for the money. And the other characters are busy trying to convince him, you're better than that. And so towards the end of it, he leaves because he's had enough of this. And when all hope is lost, he comes flying in the Millennium Falcon. He had a change of heart and he saves the day. It's a classic positive character arc.
Use a positive character arc when you have a protagonist who is trying to achieve something, overcome something, or become a better version of themselves. You can also use a positive character arc when you want to focus on things like hope, encouragement, inspiration. Those are great times for this character arc.
The flat character arc is the next one that you should consider. Now, it's not used as often, but it's really worth looking at. And in a flat character arc, this is where your character stays about the same from the beginning of the story to the end of the story.
You know, whenever I hear about the flat character arc, the person I think of is Jesus. Because the story of Jesus, he is always the same, and the whole world has changed as a result of him. So in a positive way, I guess you would say, this flat character arc of Jesus really has changed the world. Because he's always the same, everything else changes as a result of him. Is that a good character?
That is a perfect character when the character the story that you're telling and the character isn't going to change much, but they're going to have influence around them. Flat character arc is perfect for that.
Another example of a flat character arc is Princess Leia from Star Wars. Right, we got a theme going on here. Now, Leia knows what she needs to do, and she does it. Her character doesn't change much through the whole story.
Yeah.
Now, that's a great example because she influences the people around her, but she doesn't change much.
Use the flat character arc if your character has a great deal of influence over others, or if they just don't change, they change the environment around them. Another reason to use a flat character arc is if most of the change in the story is external versus internal growth.
The third type is a negative character arc. And yep, you guessed it, this is exactly opposite of the positive character arc. In this arc, the character starts out in a very positive light, very good, things are going well, and they decline as they experience things, which ultimately leads to their downfall.
An example of a negative character arc is Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars again. Yes, Anakin Skywalker, and he's just, when we first see him, he's this sweet kid, and we really want to root for him. We want him to win, and then his mom dies. And he begins this spiral into the dark side. And his transformation into Darth Vader is kind of sudden, but we see it coming. We can see him starting to spiral. And that's a perfect example of a negative character arc.
Use the negative character arc if you want to explore themes of moral compromise or the darkest side of human behavior. You can also use this negative character arc if you want to write a cautionary tale that warns people about certain actions or behaviors or things that you think they should avoid. Remember, your story has a purpose, and you need to keep writing and finish your story. We're here to support you, encourage you, and help you along the way. So reach out if you have any questions, put us a comment, we'll reply to that, and just want to encourage you, write your book.
After choosing the arc for your character, you want to start out with a flaw, a fear, a dream, or a desire, some kind of limitation for your character, and that's the starting place. And then you can build on that as you write your story. By identifying what holds your character back, you can press into that and force them out of their comfort zone.
Then move to the conflict stage. Introduce conflict that challenges your character's beliefs and causes them to confront their fears. The more significant the conflict, the more potential there is for growth. And if you have conflicting goals or desires in different characters, that helps to raise the level of conflict so your character really has a challenge and really has to face their fears.
Don't forget internal conflict. It's essential for character growth. Internal conflict is when a character has conflicting motivations, fears, and doubts or desires. Show your character grappling with their doubts and their feelings. This adds depth and helps make the story more impactful.
Supporting characters can act as mirrors or hindrances to your main character. They can highlight a protagonist's weaknesses, or they can help guide them and motivate them through their interactions. Even side characters want something. Make that contrary to what the protagonist wants. There is a wealth of potential personal growth for your characters, your protagonist especially, when you pit those side characters against the protagonist.
Give your character a clear goal to drive their actions. This goal should be tied to their growth. It could be something like trying to achieve a goal or achieve a dream, something like that to drive them. Their goal will force them to change to achieve it. The bigger the goal, the bigger the potential for transformation. Ask these questions. What does my character want? Why do they want it? And what is keeping them from getting it?
Conclude the character arc with a moment of reflection. This allows the audience to see how far the character has come in their journey, and it reinforces the lessons that you want them to learn. Character arcs are vital for engaging storytelling because they allow the audience to connect with the character at a deeper level, so they really are invested in that character and what happens.
If you like this video, make sure and check out the rest of our videos in our character development series.
Well, I love these videos. I'm going to go watch them all. Hit that playlist.
And we would love to hear from you. What are your favorite character growth examples? Thanks for watching.